we got the spirit of Arthur at least, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I do believe that I know Arthur was on earlier with Sherry. They could still be on for all I know. So
Could be. Could be.
there we go. Yeah. But as I was getting ready to press the live button, I realized I have the intro song. I can play it. I can play it.
I know. It's so cool. It is.
It is. It is. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And joining me tonight is my wonderful co-host, Alice, or Aley, from Heart and Soul Connected.
Yeah.
Hello, Aley. How are you?
Hello, Marina. It's funny because the other night when I was on with Bobby Fierro, he says, your two channels mix me up.
I know, we did that on purpose.
I know. Isn't that funny? I said, we started about the same time and had no idea. Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
None. So yeah, it was fabulous. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Just going to quickly say hello to Mary Epperson, Debbie Smith, Elizabeth, Charlie C. Sage, Artist Liz, Brenna 41. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here with us. There's a few that are here that haven't said hello yet. They're just lurking in the background, and that's all right.
Okay. Yes.
You can
we don't mind
lurk away. We don't mind.
Away.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even want to type, so we lurk. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. And besides, I want to hear what's going to go on in the chat before I contribute. What if you're talking about something that doesn't interest me and I want to leave?
Then you have to tell everybody you're going to leave, and then I get it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, Elsie, Chris, hello. And anyway, Mark, hello, Mark.
Yeah. It's wonderful to see you all. There's nothing going on in the news, so we're depending on you to let us know.
Yeah. Because
so boring.
I don't know.
Tell you that I had my COVID booster today, if you'd like to know that, and my arm is all right. That's about it. That was the exciting news of the day.
Yes, absolutely. So, Britta, hello. Greetings from Denmark.
Oh, wonderful.
And greetings from Canada. And greetings from the United States.
Yes.
From Washington. Soon to become one of the great provinces.
That's right. The 12th province.
The 12th
Waorka, right? Yeah.
So, something along those lines. Absolutely.
Yes. Hi, Amanda.
And Amanda Carroll, hello. She says she's sitting in the setting sun, soaking up the last of the rays. Oh, fabulous.
There you go. Yeah. I saw the sun finally come out. It was all dark and dismal here for Mother's Day, but it got better today. So
it was here as well. It rained yesterday afternoon, and then it's raining most of the day today. So, I've changed probably 3 or 4 times because I'm hot. So I got to take the sweater off. I'm cold, so I take the t-shirt.
I get it. I totally get it. Yeah. Depends on how busy you are in the house. When I'm sitting watching TV, I'm freezing. But if I'm in the kitchen, and I'm fine, with a t-shirt on. So I didn't get to ask you what you did with Chris yesterday.
Well, we didn't do a whole lot. Yesterday, we watched a UFC fight that had actually happened the night before because we both like UFC.
That's okay.
So we did that. But on Saturday, we ordered Chinese food because we knew that on Sunday we weren't going to be doing too much. It was just going to be a sit around day. So we had Chinese food, and so yesterday had leftovers, and I don't think I brushed my hair yesterday.
Oh, but that's the best way to be. I didn't do too much myself. I got Papa Murphy's pizza for the kids. They're
Yes.
not kids. I say kids, but they're not
Kids.
kids.
Yeah.
But, my
Yeah.
son sent me some money for the pizza, and I said, "Oh, I would have paid for it." He goes, "It's you don't pay for, anything on Mother's Day." I said, "Okay, thank you," you know?
Well, in that case, I was hoping for steak and
Yeah,
lobster.
I know, yeah. I'd like that beautiful fur coat down there. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And hello, Don Turner. Nice to see you here.
Yes.
So
Oh,
yeah, I did go out at one point because I had to go get bread and cream for my tea. My coffee I take black, but tea I like to have
uh-huh.
cream and sugar.
There
Okay,
you go.
yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, I went to one of our local stores, the Real Canadian Superstore,
Mhm.
because I don't shop at Walmart anymore,
Right. Mhm.
and I don't shop at Costco. So anyway, one of the things that they have going on, excuse me, right now is um, for for every $20 in groceries or whatever that you spend, you get a little stamp, and you collect
Oh,
15 of the stamps, and then you can purchase two crystal glasses, whether
oh,
they're like,
yeah.
whiskey glass or, highball glass or what. Anyway, for $10.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I was collecting that. And
Mhm.
the trip that I did before, I'd collected my stamps, and the lady that was in front of me, she had a big grocery bill, and she wasn't collecting the stamps. And
And she gave you
I said, "Oh, can I have them?" She said, "Yes." And I thought, hoo-hoo. And I got home and I put them on the card and I went, one more stamp.
God, did
So,
you have that when you were growing up, like green stamps or stuff like
yes,
that? Okay, yeah, I didn't know if they had in
yes,
Canada. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember mom doing the
Yeah,
shopping.
uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and you needed so many books to get this, or
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she got a bedspread and a whole bunch of stuff through
Uh-huh.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's
hello,
awesome.
Jane the Secretary.
Hi,
Just on the way out
Jane.
to dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to see you, Joan Baker. Hey,
Jason.
Joan.
Yeah,
Patrick Duncan,
Patrick's here,
Kimberly Keith.
Kim's here.
Ricky.
Great to see you
Yes,
all.
yes, yes.
Artist Liz says she's getting a PET scan tomorrow. I'm sure, sending you lots of love, Liz.
Yes,
Honestly, for
yes,
best
absolutely.
outcome. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what I did. I
I
picked
love
up
that, Marina.
some
Yeah.
milk, and I picked up, that, and yeah, went to pay and got my two glasses. So now I have four of the highball glasses, and they're nice and heavy. And I thought, ooh, that'll look
Yeah,
good on
because
the
we usually
table.
don't buy stuff like that anymore. It isn't
No,
like something you usually, unless something breaks or. So very nice. And so
yeah,
now you can have a highball.
no, yeah, in a fancy crystal glass.
Yes, a fancy, fancy.
don't
That's right.
don't anybody drop it, okay?
Right,
So
right.
yes.
We also had what they call supermarket banking when I worked at the bank, and people could
Hmm.
buy dishes, or if they opened a CD, or you could get a gold chain or whatever it was.
Huh?
And that was in the 80s. They stopped doing that. But there was one in Colorado that was you got a gun. And doesn't that make sense? It probably was in Bobert's territory, right?
More, yes. Who doesn't want one of those?
That's right. Oh, hi,
Yes.
Jason Vincent.
Hello.
Everybody thinks this is a Christmas tree, and I suppose it could be, but it's my tarot tree. And
Oh,
I
look at
have
that.
laminated tarot cards and hearts, and I just love it. I keep it up all year. So thank you. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And hello, Hibiscus and Linda, Spiritual Garden, Edward Kenneth.
Edward, wow, everybody's
Oh
here
my
tonight.
gosh.
Let's
Yes.
have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
party. Let's have a
Yes.
party.
Come
Yeah.
on in. Come on in, every Rose Blue. Hello.
Oh, wow.
So,
Knives
so
at the gas station.
yes.
Probably wanted to pop tires.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual Garden says, who you calling lady? Yeah. So what
Hi,
do we
dears.
have in the news today? Well.
Mm,
Didn't didn't Trump just make a total ass of himself after months of I'm putting 145% tariffs on China. And,
right.
they send all their stuff here and they never buy anything from us. And China, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to be, on top of the 100% right now, 245%, blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
And then he says, but, we can go down to maybe 80.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
It's
80.
like, oh, dude, you blinked and the whole world saw you.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, good luck when you say things like, we're holding all the cards. They have
That's
nothing
right.
we want. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
instead of 80, it's 30%. And
Uh-huh.
I don't think China's finished.
I don't think so.
I I
She is
don't
like, WTF, buddy, you know? He said
think.
he kept saying that they kept calling, and she was saying, "We never called. We never
Yeah,
called. We didn't care."
I don't know who you talk to.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
now his big fight is with the EU
Right, right.
because the EU has treated America they've been even more nasty than China ever was.
That's
So
right.
now he's going after the EU. And I'm listening to him and I'm thinking, you know what the people at the EU are going to say when you say you're going after them? They're going to go, whatever.
Whatever. And
Okay.
then I saw a headline today that said that Trump never goes to security meetings. He used to go in his first term, but they would have to consolidate whatever it was into a paragraph. But now he just doesn't even go. Just
He
doesn't
doesn't need
go.
to.
Doesn't
Doesn't
need
need
to.
to.
No.
No. Anything you want to know, facts, figures, numbers, whatever,
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
pulls them out of his ass. There you
That's
go.
right.
That's what, yeah, 50%, 80%, whatever. They're, 50
Yeah,
billion, 80 billion,
yeah. And I'm
nothing.
wondering why, we never hear about eating the dogs or eating the cats anymore either. Did you
I
notice?
know.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
So
Well,
what I get here is a distraction illusion, which is all it is. The whole thing is a distraction illusion.
oh, absolutely. Because while you're paying attention to him being the village idiot, you're not paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
Uh, yes, Joan Baker, the EU is sending him the two-finger salute. Yes, absolutely.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
Jason. If put in what you want to ask, and we will try to read the cards for you. All right. Yeah.
yes. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we've got the deportations happening. There's, people have gone missing, don't know. And then
Mhm.
today there was 59 refugees from South Africa
Oh.
who landed in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
because they are white and from South Africa. They've been persecuted and they feared for their lives.
Uh-huh.
So,
But they're white, so it's okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there is 120,000 people who have been seeking asylum or have applied for asylum and were in the process of getting asylum who have been pushed aside so
Mhm.
that these 59 people have been super fast tracked. I mean,
Sure.
they made
Sure.
it into the US quicker than Melania did on her Einstein visa. That's how quickly they got here. And yeah,
You have
yeah,
to
they were,
laugh though, don't you? Because
yes,
otherwise you cry. Yeah, they
yeah.
were part of apartheid. Yeah.
Yes,
But
absolutely. So imagine they're in fear of their lives and they don't know why they're being targeted.
yeah.
Could it be because you stole land from the people that were there? Could it be that 90% of South Africa is
Oh,
black and yet they only own 4% of the property.
Right.
The rest is all owned by white people and by white farmers who will employ Black people on whose land they stole. You know, I mean, you don't have to to see why they're scared, and they should be scared.
Yeah.
And they should be. It's called karma. What you put out comes back to you. So, but of course, yeah, this administration fast-tracked it because yes, they are white.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are white.
That's
yeah,
right.
and they are of is it Danish or Dutch descent?
Dutch, I think.
Dutch.
Because isn't that what Elon is? He's South African. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
anyway,
what can you do? And then if that isn't enough, the Qatar or Qatar, however you want to say the name of the country, yes, they are going to be sending what they call the Palace plane. It's a 747 that they're going to be sending over to Donald so that he can use the plane while his new Air Force One is being built and so on and so forth. But he made it very clear, no. That's the plane isn't his. The plane was given to him, but it automatically went to, I think, the department, was it the
it has to do with
or some government department.
Some government.
And then he's not planning on using it. Okay, just so you know. And after he's gone, he's going to be that plane is going to be part of his library.
Right. Yeah. And Marina and I were both saying, what library can't read? Is it going to go see Jane run? Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Yes, DOD, Department of Defense. Yes, thank you, Jake. Thank you. Yeah. And oh no, he's not going to be using that plane. No.
He's got to do that. They have to strip that entire plane because they have to make sure it doesn't have any wires or anything in there that can be bugged. So that's going to cost how much money? It's totally ridiculous. I mean, if it came directly from Boeing and went over there or something like that, but no. And it's all gold inside. It's like a palace in an airplane.
Yes, absolutely. And of course he would like it. I mean, it's gold and all that good stuff. And I'm sure that he's never going to even step foot inside it. Okay.
Oh no. But these emoluments and how he gets away with what he gets. They were saying Hillary got a bracelet or something from some company when she was and she couldn't keep it because it belongs to the United States. So yes, it will cost millions to refit it. You're absolutely right.
Unless they say that they did it and don't do it, because why should he care if someone wants to listen in on his conversations? He'd say, no, just ask me. What do you want to know? I'll tell you.
Yeah, I can give you my signal number and you can call me there too if you want. Yeah.
Yes.
And Kimberly, I think he was using those papers in Mar-a-Lago as extra toilet paper, actually, because, he was throwing papers down the toilet in the White House when he was in it the last time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Anita K, you know what? Maybe Hillary should ask for that necklace back.
I would if I was she.
If he gets the plane, I want the necklace.
Okay.
Don't want to hear any arguments. Courts are going to enforce the duty to care and protect the Constitution. Yet he has said maybe he's not going to uphold all parts of the Constitution. Oh.
Yes, and Jason further says the courts can supposedly direct the military to take over a rogue administration. The problem is that the courts are being pushed down, and so are the military, because he pulled all the rogue people,
Yes.
the people that might do something out of the military. And then
Yes.
there's Cash Patel.
And then there's Cash.
Yes. Let's see what it says here in the cards. Rescue revived. Energy weapon.
Hold on. I'm pulling out my cards here. We'll see.
I get here that a rescue may be revived. I remember a number of months ago that somebody read that he will be taken out, but he will be allowed to leave. And I believe they even said the Middle East. So I'm wondering if, in fact, that even works. They're going to let him go, which doesn't make much sense. Then I get energy weapon.
Oh.
Interesting. And then I get Elon, the AI tech.
Okay. All right. Yes. He's going to the Middle East. That
Yes.
The other card that you got was he's taking his stink with him. And the boy's going to follow him. Energy weapon. Yes. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. He'll have to leave. Elon will have to leave because he will be pushed out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If not arrested. If not arrested.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, I get social media.
I wonder which one.
Well, yeah, I wonder which one. And new rules, policies, laws.
Oh, Jesus. Did you know that Jared's been pulled in to work with the Middle East again? In a limited fashion. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he solved the problems in the Middle East during the first administration.
Well, yes, he got $1 billion for doing it. Wasn't that really nice of that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So, you know what? I think if it came to that, if it was a case of letting Trump go to the Middle East, let him go. Let him be somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Let him go over there. There's nothing that he can do from over there. He is of no benefit to them when he's over there. They don't want him. Right? They want to be able to get information from him while he's here. Once the world realizes that he has nothing to bargain with and nothing to offer, he's going to have a hard time finding any place that he could go.
Yeah.
Including El Salvador. Apparently, the UN has put a kibosh on $130 million that was going to El Salvador. And what's his name? Bukele or whatever?
Bukele, yeah.
Yeah, Bukele. He's pissed. He wants his money. Well, can't have it.
Well, you have to wonder if the UCC could pick him up, and that whole thing. That's still something that is being considered. There's somebody else that the UCC is working on right. Oh, it's the Philippines president right now. He created some BS, and so they're working with him right now. But
alrighty. Well, isn't Duarte? He's in the Philippines, right? And isn't he in jail?
I believe that he left the Philippines and he's in jail somewhere. Although he may still be in the Philippines. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Because I read that he has been elected mayor of his town and he's in jail. From jail.
That sounds like who, when we never should have put him on the ticket. Even the fact that he didn't win anyway, but we shouldn't have been on the ticket. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you, Rose Blue.
That's nice of you,
Very
Rose
nice
Blue.
of you.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love this. I love this. How many dolls would that plane buy? I was trying to figure out on my walk. 400 million of dollars. That's a good one, Amanda.
Yes, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at some of the
questions. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't make the shit up, Anita. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. New
Oh,
Jersey
yes.
mayor getting arrested, pushing Congress people. What do you see? Huh? Let's take a look.
All right. The first thing I get from the fucking honest cards is, are you serious? No. Yeah. Excuse my French, everybody.
No,
That's good, Jason. Thank you. Thank you also for your donation.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
You're more than welcome. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? I get farming industry. And for that New Jersey mayor, I think that he might end up having to learn how to make either how to bundle bales of hay or how to make license plates.
Oh, really?
Could be.
I get rulership handover. That's interesting. And I'm hoping it's not the mayor that's getting. I do get imprisoned and detained, and he was. But the two ladies that were Congress people, they were saying they were going to go back and get them as well. So I don't know if they did or not. But that's a woman in that card. Yeah.
Rossi, I don't have a problem with it. Do you have a problem with it, Aley? No, by no means.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
It was nice of you to ask.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, one was 78. Yeah. Yeah, I knew they were older. They're Democrats. And the guy was really mad. There were three of them there. And they said it was a setup because he went there. Is it Baraka? I think his name is Mayor Baraka or something. He went there and they called in 20 agents. And remember, they're all wearing these masks. And Marina and I were just talking backstage and we were saying, those are Proud Boys.
Yes.
Those people.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, because and the funny thing was, yes, during when we had the thing that went around in 2019, and they were fighting because we were saying, wear a mask so that you're not spreading. No, they would not wear a mask.
Right.
Except now, when they don't want to be identified, all of a sudden, they can breathe. They can imagine. They can breathe with the mask.
And they're worried about getting the measles, maybe. Maybe that's what it is, Marina. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. They are January 6th people, the new private army. You're absolutely right, Mary.
Yes,
and a lot of them are Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and all that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And okay. All right. Let me see. We'll do that. And the courts can. Oh, okay. So we did that. Kimberly Cross. When will the courts? Let me put that up there.
Yeah.
When will the courts put a stop to the evilness that is running rampant? Someone needs to stop this regime. Someone does.
Yeah.
And that someone is everybody out there. If you're within the sound of my voice,
right,
you are that someone.
Yeah.
Don't sit back and think that someone.
No one's coming to help. We have to help ourselves. Yeah.
No. Yeah. So
whatever you can do.
Yes.
Don't make phone calls. You can write your people. You can go to a protest. You can.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. Do whatever you can, and nothing is too insignificant.
You're right. You're right.
Every little thing.
Join forces. It says join forces. And that's exactly what we have to do, because the more people that we can join, This happened to who was it? It's happening right now with is it Hungary or is it Poland? One of those. I think it's Hungary, where people are marching in the streets and there's millions and millions and millions of them. And after a while, they have to listen at some point
Yes,
because
exactly.
you're blocking everything. You're not,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, I
And
know.
it's
People,
funny.
they'll have people though out there that will say they're protesting and they'll do unpeaceful things. That's
Yeah.
what you got to be careful of too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get
Mm.
sun, yes, positive.
Oh,
So
no.
yes,
Yeah.
concentrate on the things that that you can do and do things. And I'll mention this to you guys because I mentioned it to Aley before we went live. There was two videos that I saw today that both had basically the same undertones, the same message.
Mm.
And what struck me was that two different people on opposite ends of the world came up with the same message within
Right.
an hour of each other.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was Dr. Jennifer Lisa Vest
Mm-hmm.
on her channel, posted a short video, and it's called "It's Go Time." And she was talking that she had received a message from her guide saying, "It's go time."
Mm-hmm.
It's time for people to gather. It's time for like-minded people to be supportive of each other,
Yeah.
to be encouraging of each other, to do whatever you can to acknowledge that you have you know talents and visions and so on, and how important we are to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and that yes, it's go time. And then not even an hour later, I saw Ellie Dreams Down Under. She was asked by some of her subs to read on Pope Leo the 14th.
Mm.
And before she did the reading, um, she said that it was funny because when she heard that there was a new pope, she said she wasn't she wasn't happy. She wasn't anxious or mad. She said she wasn't even neutral,
Mm-hmm.
but she felt like it's begun, it started,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that this is the start. So I think the message between the two of them is absolutely now is the
Mm-hmm.
time. We've got the momentum. Keep it up, folks. Keep it up. If you gather together with people in your communities that are um, like-minded, that want to do something, and maybe you're not in a position to devote 2-3 days of the week to sending out postcards or whatever, but you can do an hour,
Yeah.
and your
Yeah.
next door neighbor can do an hour,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
so on. So there's always something you can do, and don't ever think that what you're doing is insignificant, because
That's right.
it's like building a wall, right? You start
Mm-hmm.
with one brick,
Yep. You have
and then
to.
two, and then three, and then four. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
love that, Marina. I love
yeah,
that.
thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Running rampant. So, yeah, someone will stop it. We will stop it. Okay. Um, all right. Joan is a member, and she says, "Wonder if the Palace plane is bugged." I sure hope so. I would like to know what they discuss on those planes.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
Remember
Is
the
it?
one, there was a plane, and everybody kind of forgets about this, but there were 3 planes that were together last July in
Yes.
Washington, D.C., and they
Yes.
were all at the airport. Nobody got on them, nobody got off them. One was Russian, one was Saudi, and one was Trump. And whatever it was they were doing is still haunting us. Absolutely. So what do
So
I get?
you're not going to believe this.
Innocent, truthful. Innocent, truthful.
Ah,
I know. It's like, wait a minute. We're innocent. We didn't bug the plane, but they're not being truthful, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah.
look at this card. Commercial airline.
Yep. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, it's
wow.
fun. Of course it is.
Sure it
Of course
is.
it is.
Because you
I've
can't
got
put
money.
the king of, or, you know, a leader of a cutter, or if it was from Saudi, you couldn't put him on there without that. So, yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Let me
Mhm.
just go down and see if we have, and okay. So I can go
Yeah. I
and
think
play
they
love
were needed.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says,
Felon
my
gonna
guy,
get
the
arrested.
felon is going to get arrested here in Canada and jailed.
And he
Didn't his
did.
family live there too? Yes, play love remember. Actually, his I believe it's his grandmother
Mm-hmm.
um, was born in Canada. That's how he was able to get Canadian citizenship, is because his grandmother was born, and I want to say Regina. For some reason, I don't know why that sticks in my head.
Uh-huh.
So will he get arrested here in Canada? Well, sure.
Isn't he
Sure.
a Canadian citizen too, though?
Yes.
Doesn't he has a citizenship? Okay.
Yeah, he has dual citizenship, and there
Um,
was a petition that went around several months ago
uh-huh.
to revoke his Canadian
Yeah,
citizenship.
but
I
it
saw that.
wasn't done. It wasn't done, right? No. Okay.
Not yet. Haven't heard anything about it, but
Okay.
yeah. Are there any gold bars left in there? It could be empty. We don't know. Yeah. Okay. Is he? Oh,
Oh,
military plane. Amazing. Amazing. Out of all the cards to pull after the airline is military plane.
and look at this classified knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows too much at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Oh, play love remember? Oh, I would very much like for that to happen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
From your
Yeah.
lips to God's ear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wendy Schneider, I saw a good parody news flash. Trump's library burned down. Good news is there was only 2 books. Bad news is he hadn't finished coloring the second one.
That's beautiful, Wendy. Oh, thank you. That was wonderful.
Absolutely.
Oh, dear.
Fabulous.
That's
Love it.
funny. Oh.
Love it.
Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, Joy Harborough. The irony is that he would have a new one if he hadn't canceled the order Obama had made.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because he only did it because Obama said, yeah, that
Yeah.
you know that. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So,
Mhm.
you know, what
Mhm. Yeah.
what you put out there, you get back.
I just love it, everybody. There are apps now you can buy that say Obama 2028. And so if you want to, do a little sting, you go right for it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And Brina 41 says, my friends and family doubt that the tariffs will cause empty shelves in supermarkets. They tell me I watched the wrong news channel. Will the channel begin showing those empty shelves? Brenna, it doesn't matter. They're going to find those empty shelves for themselves when they go do their grocery shopping, and they're going to wonder where everything is. And you could say, I don't know.
I have to tell you, today I went out to get some mayonnaise, and I got this Miracle Whip small squeeze bottle, $7.50.
Oh my God.
And I wouldn't have gotten it except that I just wanted to have it if I wanted to make tuna or something, tuna
Yeah.
fish sandwich, and so you're already seeing, and mayonnaise is not made in China.
No.
No, yeah.
No.
They're going to get hit with it. They're going to get hit with these costs, and they're going to,
Yes.
and he's just absolutely saying, oh, what was it he said that was so ridiculously inane? He says, if things are good, then I did it. But if things are bad, then the Biden administration did it. Who said shit like that? It's just ridiculous. Or live in a red state. Oh, Brenna, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Remember the phrase, he who laughs last? Just keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You went grocery shopping, Dad, and you couldn't find bacon? Oh my gosh. Do you need me to pick some up from another state?
Yeah. You were at Kroger and you've never seen it so empty. Okay, Mary. And it was lunchtime. Yeah. Okay. And she lives in Ohio. So there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I get it. I really do. I really do. Okay. And Joy says Jamie Raskin informed public that the Palace plane can't be accepted without Congress approval.
Which reminds me, apparently 2 or 3 days ago, that Representative Al from Texas was able to stand up and make his impeachment speech. And I said to Keith, I didn't think that Mikey was going to let him do that. And because he can determine any of that, but apparently he was able. I don't think it will go anywhere, but I was just surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is that? I didn't even think about mayonnaise being made with eggs. My bad.
Well, yeah, but given the price of eggs.
Yeah. That's why it's so expensive. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Hold on. The facility.
Yeah, Aldi isn't everywhere, guys. I don't have it here, so I can't go there.
Yep. The facility that the mayor was at is because it's illegal in the city. He has to go every day to put a sticker by the town law.
Really?
I don't.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
But I will tell you that any ICE facility, any place like that, they cannot deny Congress entrance. That's just a law. So
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just wanted to charge more. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah. Why not?
Yes.
Yes, the containers are made in China and other places. You're right, Grace. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. I still have some
time shift. Did you see that? Oh, Mary. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. Mary, I will share. My brother was born
in 1955. He passed in 2010. Day if announcing Pope, my brother came pulling a sword, and he was happy, saying, "We are coming with swords drawn."
Oh, when they picked the Pope in 2010? Oh, all right. So did he do that day, Mary, or was this like a dream or whatever that he came back to you?
Last in 2010. Yeah. Day of announcing Pope, my brother came pulling a sword. I think if I'm reading this and I'm picking this up, Mary, your brother has passed, but when they just recently announced the Pope, he came to you pulling a sword, and that's the image that you got. So you can just let me know if that's the case.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
No, new Pope the day of announcing last week. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Right. I think that this Pope is going to that being Pope is part of his destiny. This is something that he had to do. This is a task that he has in front of him, whatever that might be. But I think it is going to be very.
Yeah.
It's going to have a profound impact on the world. It really
Well,
is.
it just reminds me too, in a way, Mary, that if this vision or he came to you and talked to you, reminds me of the Knights of the Round Table, because they, of course, had their swords and they were the ones that were chivalrous and so forth. And I love that image. I love that you had that.
We are coming with swords drawn. Ready to fight. Absolutely ready to fight. And that's what that's where that's what all of us should be doing. Is be ready. Be ready. Don't be silent. Right? Yeah.
So she hasn't heard from her brother in 10 years. She thought it was somebody else, but it was so he knew how important it was for you to get that message that day.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome, Mary. I love that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Did a time shift happen when we got the new Pope? Things changed.
Yes.
Wow. The things changed.
Oh my gosh. This is fabulous. Let's see. So it was a planned outcome, and I did hear this. I heard that everybody decided to vote for him to be the antidote to Trump. Of course, a lot of people, including my atheist son, say, oh, what difference does it make about the Pope? But there is something about it. And I really think it mattered. And look what comes next. Change coming. And then for the disaster wreckage that we're living in.
Oh, beautiful.
Pretty
beautiful.
Pretty right out there. Yeah.
And
yes,
Michael.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah,
stay put. Yeah.
Stay put.
Yep.
And offering donation.
They're giving what they can.
Something. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this nice. Deck here is called the Predictions deck, Maruta. And it is actually, you can get it from Trish James. She's down in Australia, but it doesn't take very long to get them. It is a little expensive, like $100. So just so you know. But she also has another one, if you're interested, and that's called the Investigation deck. And that's more for like mysteries and things like that, which actually you could probably use for this too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the Pope as a child said he would be Pope one day. Yes, he was determined. He was apparently, according to his brother, he when he was 8 years old, he was saying that he was going into the priesthood.
Yeah. And would be the Pope one day.
Yeah.
Wow. He's my age. He's actually 2 weeks older than me. And he was born like September 14th or something like that. Or 15th. Yeah. So.
Wow. Wow. Perfect.
Oh, he has Cajun roots. All right. He had two Cajun grandparents. Really?
Yeah. Yes. He's got, I think, who was it? Who was Cajun? He's got, I think, Haitian, Spanish, French, and Italian.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Creole. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. Wow. Very cool.
Fabulous. And Amanda Carroll says, what is going beneath all the bullshit sideshows?
Not much, actually. Let me tell you about Kash Patel. Kash Patel was interviewed by, I believe it was the Finance and Budget Committee, maybe last week, Friday. And Elizabeth Warren asked him if he was working on the budget for the FBI, because he is the director of the FBI. And he said, yeah, it's on my list. You know, I'll get around to it, you know. And she said, well, it was due 5 days ago. And he's like, oh, well, you know. And she said, well, you just won't have a budget if you don't get it in. And he was like, oh, you know, they don't know anything about what they're doing. Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
Yep.
The whole purpose of this administration isn't to run government. It's to cause division and to sow chaos.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's why none of them are taking things seriously. Budgets, timelines, deadlines. What is this language you are speaking?
Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about the job. I just run that particular agency. Hello.
Yes.
So that's why we all have to prepare to stock up.
Yes.
Oh.
And I saw a picture of Kash Patel, and I think it was one of the ones that could be on oh gosh, was it on the government website? Anyway. He looked like a kid who just got caught stealing money out of his mom's purse in the picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just that.
He's ding dong. And look at this. Innocent Potato saw a picture of him beside Charlie Manson.
Couldn't tell them apart, could you?
Oh my
God. Yeah, he is.
He is mad.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Alrighty.
And the other thing for you, Amanda, is the Three of Cups. Put on higher boots. The bullshit is getting deeper. So there you go. That answers your question directly, actually. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes, Leslie. Yes. Charlie Manson.
And I get the greater good. This it feels uncomfortable. Nobody likes this kind of turmoil and change, but it is for the greater good. Yeah. Just keep that in mind. It is for the greater good. Yeah.
Just hurry up and wait. My daughter, who is going to be 48 this year, she's going through perimenopause and she's just a mess. And she said yesterday, how can I endure all this? She says, I've got everybody, she's a therapist. I've got everybody else's problems. I'm going through perimenopause and the whole world's a shit show. She said, this makes COVID look great.
Yes. A vacation. Yeah. Virtual vacation.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Been meaning to. I wanted to see her too. Okay.
Hi, Celtic Seer.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hello, Kay Muldoon. Hello, Marina.
It is
all of you that came in late and haven't said hi to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rose Blue, will Beto beat Cornyn for Senate next year? Be my third vote.
You know what I'm going to say is he should and he will, but I don't know if he will, if they'll cheat again. I think he probably already has been beaten.
Yes.
So much cheating, so much voter suppression, so much Jim Crow stuff in the South.
Yes.
It never went away, everybody. And Marina and I were talking about that. It's like, I remember a number of years ago, we were told that eventually the number of Latinos would exceed the number of white people here in the United States at a certain point in the 20s, the 20s, 30s. 2050? Is that what it was?
I think it's 2050. But yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah.
Yep. But they're afraid of that. That's what they're doing. They're suppressing and so that they can have, and they're trying to make women have more babies, and so that we can keep this a white nation. And it's not a white nation. It's a nation of rainbow colors. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Yeah. Oh, me too. I'm a 55 kid, you guys. Yeah. Marina's younger. She's not quite up there. Yeah.
I'm a 57. So, Okay. Will Beto
yeah.
Okay. Him?
Yeah.
I think that I agree with you that he probably already has and that he will.
Yeah.
But I get assistance help. So either he's going to get his assistance to do it, or the other guy's cheating by by getting assistance. Entertainment purposes
Yep,
only.
yep. And Paxton is the one that throws the votes out. So he is the controlling puppet. Paxton is. And it says here, though, somebody's going to see it done. But I don't know if that's going to change anything. But, I feel bad because I think Beto is awesome. And John Cornyn is, I don't know, he's getting a little older. And there's people are talking about in the Democratic Party a desire to oust the gerontocracy, which is the old people that have been in there forever and ever and ever. And I agree with them. I mean, I don't like ageism, but this is ridiculous. Some of these people. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there really need to be term limits. On things.
Yep. Go sneeze. Woo, go for it. All right. It's all right. Yeah.
And okay. Are there any gold bars left in there? Could be empty. We don't know. Look at the oval. Okay. Are there, you mean in Fort Knox? Are there any gold bars in Fort Knox?
Or are you talking about possibly in Ivana's? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because there are supposedly some things in that very heavy casket that they put her ashes in.
Yes.
I didn't know that they were so heavy. I never would have thought that. Yeah.
No, she didn't weigh that much, really.
Yeah, you're right. You're
right.
No.
Any gold bars? Ooh. I did cyber attack.
Any gold bars?
Cyber attack.
Ooh, I got the chariot. An important achievement is worth the effing effort. So that's why, because they tried to keep it quiet. And so I wouldn't be surprised, though. But remember what happened to the gold bars in the Menendez family. And I don't mean Lyle. I mean Senator.
Yes.
Natalie and Robert.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. And Rossi says they are fast tracking air traffic controllers. How will it go? I think they want to pay them less. Well, of course, they want to pay them less. And yet that is one of those professions where you can't train someone on the job, right? They have to be fully trained before they get behind that monitor, right? So doing things on the cheap is going to get you on the cheap results. So I don't think that this is going to work out very well. Disaster wreckage.
Oh heavens! Yeah. Oh, drone strike. Now that is possible.
Yes.
There was a funny movie with John Candy, like in the 80s, and it was called Summer Rental. But he was a stressed out air traffic controller who saw a fly land on the thing, and they gave him a break. But do you know how many people had to leave their jobs in Newark because they had PTSD after they lost contact for 90 seconds with airplanes, and all they could imagine was that they'd start raining down on them? Yes. So I think, is the airport still closed? I wasn't 100% sure, but they were told not to go there. That's for sure. Yeah.
Wow. Excuse me. I'm not sure either. Okay.
Janet says as the next Janet, I understand. I made the decision a couple of months ago. I was never going to fly until we had somebody good that was running things.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life, and no one else does.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Exactly. That's But you know, we live in interesting times. We really do. And
We do.
I cannot explain why I don't have a sense of panic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like I'm looking forward to what is going to happen, because I think I'm seeing past all this BS
Yeah.
and what it is that we're going to achieve, and it's going to be so much better. And
I
we're
agree
going
with you,
to
Marina. It's some days I sink into the
yes,
despair, and then I say, I can't stay there. I just can't. I
yes,
can't stay there. Yeah.
no,
It's not good for my health or anybody else's health. And yet at the same time, we keep shaking our heads and saying, what's next? And it gets more and more ludicrous
I
as
know.
every minute goes by. It really does. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is I don't know, just keep the faith. Keep
Keep
the
the
faith.
faith. But
Yes.
this country should never be run by as a business. It's not a profit.
No.
We're not trying to make a profit here. Yeah.
Well, I agree. I agree. It should not be run
Mm-mm.
as a business, and it certainly shouldn't be run by someone who has bankrupted every business he's ever owned.
You think?
You know, maybe I don't know, maybe what's his name from Berkshire Hathaway? Oh, you all
Are
know
you
who I'm.
talking about The Office? Is that what you're talking about? The show
That,
The Office? Or
no,
oh,
not The Office, but Berkshire Hathaway, the guy who
Warren Buffett?
Warren
Okay.
Buffett. Warren
Okay.
Buffett.
All
Yeah.
right. Thanks,
Okay.
Celtic.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
There's a
Warren
man I
Buffett
could
running the
trust.
country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give him the job, even though he's 93 or whatever. He's very smart. Yeah. He
Exactly.
really is. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, you don't give it to a 9 or 12-time loser and 34-time convicted felon and
Mm,
whatever.
mm.
So there you go.
Well, you don't unless
There
you're
you-
insane yourself. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what have you got happening over the next few
Next
days,
couple
Alec?
of days. Let's see. Tomorrow's my dream show. And Wednesday we have Sisters and
Yes.
Sherry's. It's going to be on Sherry's channel. And Thursday I've got Diana and Diane G and Paul, White Dragon, coming back on to talk about astral stuff. Yeah, should be interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you?
Nice. And then don't forget, we have on Friday,
Yes,
we have
story
story.
and cards. Yeah. Well,
Yay!
we get to do this all over again in some way.
I know. Almost.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm tomorrow is my take care of yourself day. So I'm going for a massage. And then we'll probably stop at the chocolatier on the way home.
Oh.
And just pick
Yeah.
up a little something, just something after dinner.
Yeah.
And then yes, Sisters on Wednesday. Thursday I've got messages for light workers with Val.
Mhm.
And then Friday I'll be doing this again with Aley. We start the week together
And we end it.
and we end the week together. And then on the 17th is the members only get together. So
Yes, and I have one that day too. Yeah.
oh,
Awesome.
perfect.
Yeah.
See, great
Yeah.
minds think
Great
alike.
minds think alike. Yeah.
Yes,
You're right.
yeah. So if you are a member on my channel, please let me know by sending me an email at heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. Let me know that you're coming, so that I know how many people I can expect and
Yeah.
so on. And yeah, we will see you guys on the 26th of the month, and we will have Arthur with us at that point.
Oh, yes.
So yeah,
Yes. So here's your community card. Step away from the bullshit, which is what we just said.
yes,
Step away. Yeah.
yes.
Have a cup of tea. have a J, whatever you want, and
Okay.
let it go.
Yeah. You're grown. You can make your own
You
decisions.
can make your own.
Nobody's
yes,
the boss of you.
I
Anyway,
love it.
thank
Yeah.
you all for being here. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the the readings and the courses that we have to offer and all that good stuff. So we will see you again soon. And in the meantime, take care. Have a good one.
That's right.
Bye for
Bye-bye,
now.
everybody. Bye.